If this is actually true and I'm able to find this line of home decor, this will be the earliest that I have ever done any form of Halloween home decor hunting. Basically, we're halfway to Halloween home decor hunting, which is fantastic. Last night, I was looking on Michael's website because I needed some more of this red splash yarn. I'm making a rug. It basically looks like a crime scene. It's white yarn with red thrown all over it. I need at least one more skein, so I was gonna get two just to be safe. Got to their main site and I saw they had new home decor. Glanced through it very briefly because I'm like, well, it's spring, summertime, there's not going to be really anything that I'm super excited about. Then saw Nevermore and I was like, hold up, wait, what? Whimsical Gothic home decor line. That's what they have up right now. Today is the day. So April 19th is the official launch of it. I couldn't even see anywhere that they had it. There were stickers over top of every single item that they had in there saying coming soon. So I don't even know if it's going to be in stores. However, the store that I'm going to go to first, I have really good luck with. Every time Halloween home decor comes out, they have it at least a couple of days ahead of time and they'll have the entire line. So if I'm going to find it anywhere, it's going to be here. There's black, white, there's like little typewriter accessories, and then a light pink kind of tying everything together. So a very light and airy type of line. Again, I've only seen the pictures. I'm just sitting here and waiting for the Michaels to open up. I should have gotten a coffee actually. I have like 30 minutes before they open. I was just so freaking excited. Like in-store shopping during the month of April for Halloween home decor. This is potentially going to be the greatest day ever. Major sadness, they did not have anything out yet. They had the shelves all cleared, the background was put up, which looked amazing. Whenever they have the Halloween lines up, I always want the back, like the wallpaper that they put up for it, and this one looks incredible. It was like a black lacy little bit. I have no idea when it's going to come out. I'm not fully discouraged yet though. There are two more Michaels that I could potentially check out, especially since I got here right when it opened. It was just in, out, nothing's there. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna get coffee, however, because this may end up being a much longer day than I was expecting. We're gonna go for it though. The second shop had it. This was totally worth the 30-minute drive. The entire line, I'm gonna say, is not fully out yet because there was one thing that I knew, and that was teacups that had candle wax poured into it. I didn't see that, and there was a little bit of space left, but everything that I did see was just perfection. Like thinking Whimsical Goth, this is exactly it. So we have the light pink kind of throughout everything, mixed with some really heavy, darker pieces. Pretty much all of the wall hangings were either black or had some like spooky flowers all put together. The entire line of wall hanging, I kind of just want to do my yarn dungeon over, like my area that I crochet. It just has a bunch of horror posters on it right now, and I'm like, well, this would look perfect in there. The teapot, oh my gosh, if I did not have so many teapots already, this would have been immediately add to my cart. It was so freaking beautiful, and since it's black and white, it's gonna go with everything. Statues that looked like they had a piece of bubble gum blown up that lit up, that was definitely through and through my favorite. So I grabbed one of each of them. I think it would be fun to redo my barista area and have these on either side of like my tea blends, my coffee blends, something like that. And then when I'm done with that theme, it's gonna go and incorporate into the rest of my house because it's just black and white again, which is really the pieces that I was drawn to, things that not necessarily I had to do just this one line, but stuff that was going to go with the rest of my decor. The boxes where you could stash little stitch markers in, they had the nice metal piece on it, or magnet piece, totally closed. I mean, you could put whatever you want in it, but stitch markers, little yarn scraps, that would be fun actually. Just the yarn ends, and then at the end of the month, you can kind of dig through and see what you had, and it would be fully closed, so you wouldn't have to worry about it spilling everywhere. Okay, the couch that had the eyeball on the back of the seat, my eyes just kept being drawn to it. It's such a statement piece. The extra cushions that were designed to be on chairs would be kind of fun to throw around on the ground and have a little impromptu crochet party with some friends. I don't know, I'm just incredibly happy with this entire line, and especially the fact that it's halfway to Halloween. Now I am so excited for decor hunting season. We are back to the first Michael store that I started at almost a complete week later. What I was noticing on Michael's site, there was a couple of pieces that I still wanted to see, mainly the violin, like that entire section that they had. I could see it on their site, but it said it wasn't in stores yet, and I could order it and have it in store by April 25th, Thursday. So today. Figured this is going to be the day then that they're going to have the entire line out. Sometimes they do it a little farther apart, but I figured since this is supposed to be the summer lineup, they want to get going on it. Wishful thinking that we're going to see it here. Otherwise, if this one again doesn't have anything, there are two other ones that I can go to, but I don't know. Again, wishful thinking. Let's hope that it's here. Okay, so I think we saw officially everything now. They had a couple of the violin sections. There was one that had a mirror glaze on the top of it that was just an accessory, didn't really do anything else. And then the other one had shelving built into it. That one I think would be really, really cool because again, it's going to be a piece that I can put up on the wall and it'll go with everything. Like however I choose to decorate around it, that's what the theme of it is going to be. It's probably my favorite piece, as well as the other giant statement piece with the shelving built into it. Basically just the Nevermore background. So the dark purples, the flower, the ivy, and then we had a beautiful edging on the top of it too. It would be excellent to display some of my hooks, or if I got a couple of hanks of yarn that I really loved, but I didn't know what I wanted to use them for, this would be an amazing place to store it so I remember that it's there and it's not like stashed away. I also looked through some of their spring floral, which I normally don't because these are the type of colors that I don't really have any sort of theme that it goes with, but I was hoping that we were going to see some dark purples, maybe some dark pinks, I don't know, to kind of tie everything together. Some black floral would have been amazing, but they didn't have any of that. Or I mean, they had their staples, but not just for this line in particular. However, they did have some really cool teacup pieces, teapot covered in moss and branches, and then the inside had a little covering so you could place whatever you want in that. The teacups were a little bit shallow, so I mean I could put yarn in it, but really what I wanted them for was to put some of my hooks in and display it that way, especially since it was a really big opening. A lot of times with their vases or anything that is a container that has a lid or something that pulls off, the opening is just too small for my hooks, especially since I have Furls hooks which have the big ergonomic handle to them. It's kind of hard to find pieces that go with it, but this one, I feel like it's gonna work.
Thank you. Another reason that I was really excited to see this entire line come out as early as it did is Emily of Fangirl Fibers has asked me to collaborate with her for a box in October, a 31 night countdown fibery goodness, and the theme of it is Whimsy Goth. Okay, the entire mood boards, they're all out. You can check on the Insta page and also on their actual Fangirl Fibers site. Here is the main inspiration picture though. And these colors, they're pulled from each picture, giving you kind of an idea of what could potentially be in the hanks of yarn. This next one, oh my gosh, okay. We have a spooky spider web. That house right there, yes please. I mean, every single board is just amazing. There's something I find every single time that I look at these, something new that I'm like, ooh, this would be fun to do, and this color would be amazing, and if this one pops up, that would be so fun to use it this way. And if you don't know, Fangirl Fibers does Halloween hard. So there are multiple boxes on right now. There's a Twilight inspired one, a Monsters Inc. inspired one, all of which the mood boards are up. Everything is open. These are all pre-ordered. Since it's halfway to Halloween, we're celebrating, getting ready, and thinking about everything. Also, 2 out of those 3 boxes are a 31 night countdown. So the Whimsy Goth and the Monsters Inc. 31 night countdown. So I know that I need a little time to set up my entire October. Right now it's getting pretty full already, especially with this box. I mean, 31 nights alone. And I normally cap it at a couple of boxes, but I don't know. This year, there's just some really good boxes out there. So we might be pushing my max this year. The Twilight inspired one, I really enjoyed that they did this. So it's a 5-week inspiration. So it's like open on every Sunday or something like that. I mean, you can do it however you want to, but that's how I'm gonna do the Twilight one. I haven't figured out the pattern that I'm gonna use for this one yet. That's the other thing that's cool about this is if I wanted to change this up to do like a corner in the yarn dungeon that's Twilight inspired, there's a lot of this stuff from this line that I could use as pieces of decor too. Okay, here is the Twilight boards. The classic moody blue and gray. We have Bella's truck, a little bit of red action in there. You can go through all of these, but they're up, they're out right now. So yeah, I figured we'd just have a chat about these since it went so perfectly with the decor that's in the yarn dungeon now. Obviously, I am partial to the Whimsy Goth box, but all of them are fantastic. Really, if I had enough time to do every single box that popped up on Fangirl Fibers site, I sure would. I just sit and create patterns for all of these. The yarn weight for this one is a DK weight yarn. So 31 total DK weight yarn mini skeins. Each skein will be 49 yards of 100% superwash merino. They will also include a notion pouch, a stitch marker, and a few surprise extras. So if you love having something every single day in October to open up, just like a little mini present for yourself or a little treat, if you will, these are my favorite boxes. And the project bags, oh my gosh, I have an entire collection just from Fangirl Fibers of bags, totes, notion bags, ones that have little ties, ones that are actual totes. Like every time there's an option for a tote bag to be included in the box, I opt for it. So you can choose just to get the box with all of the fibery goodness and not the project bag. For me, I always add the project bag and they never disappoint. If you scroll all the way down, it says boxes will ship by 9/20, which will give us plenty of time to set up an area together and get ready to have some Halloween fun for 31 nights. Thank you for helping me rejuvenate the yarn dungeon. I am incredibly happy with how everything turned out, especially this little teapot right here. It's kind of messy because, you know, we got some moss and everything, everything, but I love this thing so much. Make sure you follow Fangirl Fibers on Insta and just go over and like all of those mood boards. I know I've been talking them up. Check them out for yourself. I feel like you're gonna love them too. Something that would be really fun to do for October and just the vibes, the setting here in the Yarn Dungeon is to create our own mood boards with yarn and tea and candles. I think it would be really fun and help just organize in general, get me ready for October, because don't get me wrong, I love the decor that we have here in the Yarn Dungeon right now, but as soon as Summerween comes along, I know that I'm gonna want to redecorate. I love a good theme, I love decorating, and I love putting pieces together, using my crochet hooks, my yarn, seeing how everything turns out. So yeah, let me know if you do mood boards, how do you go about that? For now though, I am gonna let you go. Have a fantastically spooky rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.